So, remember how Mike Johnson said he wanted to treat those back-to-back games like a playoff series? Well, the Penguins obliged, and by obliging, I mean not showing up. Well, they showed up, they clawed back, but they still lost both games. Yes, the Penguins played 2 games in 2 nights against the New York Islanders and lose both. One in a shootout and one in regulation. Well, first game, Penguins did not have a good start despite scoring the first goal, but they came back, clawed back, tied it up, forced a shootout. They had a great overtime and forced a shootout. Crosby with the only shootout goal, pretty nice backhand goal, might I add, but ended up losing ultimately in the shootout to a Islanders team that actually looked good and looks like they could challenge Pittsburgh for first in the division. And right now they're currently tied. So that's a team to watch out for. They made some great offseason moves. Garsnow's done a really good job with that team. They look a hell of a lot better. Picking up Nick Leddy and Johnny Boychuk were huge. Evgeny Malkin's buddy, Nikolai Kuhlman, who we all wanted from the Penguins, and Mikhail Grabovski. 2 Leafs who were cast aside, who are showing that they're better than what they deserved in Toronto. And then we played them again and lost 4-1. With again Malkin's line doing all the damage, getting the only goal. Malkin now has a 5-game point streak. And Crosby's line was held pointless for the second straight game, and everyone's like, oh my god, the world is on fire, Crosby's pointless, what's going on? It's like a playoff series, he's not scoring. You know what? He did not look noticeable. He was a little bit invisible for 2 games straight, which I thought was odd. But at the end of the day, it's 2 games in a row. It's going to happen. Calm down. I was doing some research on Twitter, and I saw an interesting stat that blew my mind. That was Crosby's longest point drought in 5 years. The longest he had gone without getting a point in 5 years. He had never gone back-to-back games without getting a point since 2008-2009 when he went 6 games. So I think we all need to calm down. Okay, he's lighting it up again, and the next game he came back and got 3 points, and he had a great game. They shut him down. They did a good job. Yes, he was not the noticeable, and I thought that's strange, but I'm sure he would bounce back the next game, and he did. And the Islanders did a good job, and that's a team that he normally lights up. So I was very surprised because, it was 3 days to the day that he came back and had his massive 4-game performance. But it's great to see Malkin's line going. It's hard for Crosby when you have a rotating cast of wingers always. Now that Chris Kunitz is off his line and Pascal Dupuis went down, he has not been the same, and neither has Kunitz. And the loss of Dupuis really hurt Crosby and Kunitz last season. So it'll be interesting to see how they can produce going forward because Chris Kunitz has not looked the same, and Crosby can't carry it all on his own. He can't do it all by himself. Okay, he's carried the team on his back for years, and his back's sore, man. His back is tired. He needs some help. Him and Gino can't keep carrying the load. They need help. They need guys to step up. This is where Jim Rutherford gets in and trades for somebody because now that Pascal Dupuis hurt, looks like Bo Bennett could be out again long term. Jason Magna is a good short-term replacement, short-term answer, but he's not good enough. We're going to need a trade for someone because this is quickly becoming one more forward injury away from a disaster from players like Tanner Glass and Craig Adams playing with Brandon Sutter again and Brian Gibbons playing with Sidney Crosby, and we don't want that. So Jimmy R is going to have to do something here. Going to have to step up to make some trades. But anyways, back to the game. So yeah, they got a point on the second one, so I was fine with that. They didn't really deserve to win another game because they didn't play horrible, but they didn't play full 60 minutes, and that's what's going to separate the good teams from the great teams is the ability to play a full 60 minutes. They've probably only really had one bad game this year. That was the game against the Islanders. The other games, there's been ebbs and flows, there's been ups and downs, but they've had some really, really solid games where they played a full game, and then they've had some games where they've only played half a game or 55 minutes or a third of a game or whatever. So they're going to need to shore that up if they want to succeed. But overall, this team is doing amazing. They're off to a great start. Letang is having a phenomenal season. I believe he's second in the East for points for defensemen. He's only one behind Erik Karlsson, who, is normally like a forward, so that's all good. And this team's rolling along, and they look awesome. And I will talk about the next game in my next video. Again, sorry it's so late, but I had an exam today because I'm in school, so these videos will be really scattered and really sporadic because I'm in this fun little thing called exams, and it is a great time for everyone. Anyways, please like if you like this video, subscribe if you really like it, share with all your friends, tell everyone, and I will see you at my next video, which I'll be filming probably tomorrow or tonight, depending. Alright, bye.